Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Old Try Hard Racing with me, Roll KCV. I am the old try hard, and they say of me, he does the best he can with what he's got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of vrooming, getting ready to start the next round. So we got a whole lot of practicing going on. Last episode, finished up the race, had the face off, or whatever they call it. And for some reason, they always start you off with a full weekend, even though every time I say, no, I want a basic weekend, please. Thank you. I only want practices that count. I ain't got time for your free practices. I'm too busy with the, what's the opposite of freedom? Your conditional practices. I don't know. Your tied up practices. I don't want your free practices. I want to pay for your practices. But see, it's not free as in you don't have to pay for it. It's free as in you have no obligations. I only want your obligatory practices. I ain't got time for extra practices.
Welcome and good morning from Austin, Texas. The second
It is free speech, not free beer, as they say. I want free speech and free beer to be clear. I don't mind free things. Okay, go track, flying start. Yeah. And what I usually do here is, wait, what's this, 40? I thought I only had a 35-minute practice session. Did they somehow change this? Well, I do 20 minutes, so I guess I'll do this at, after I hit 29, I'll take another lap and then do another, and come out at the 10-minute mark. Really? 40 minutes? What did I do something wrong? Are the races longer than something that messed up in my settings? Well, I'll look at that all when I get done with this. It might be too late for this race. I should have it set to 50%, race length 50%. But I don't think that affects the practice time. Maybe the practice time is longer in Moto2 than Moto3. I hadn't thought about that. But I didn't think it mattered. Oh well. The idea of the free practice, if I get into Q2, that will be cool because then I don't have to do Q1. If I don't go directly into Q2 and I have to do Q1, then the objective is to not get in the top 4 in Q1, so I don't have to do Q2. Starting in the last 4 spots is fine by me. But yeah, if I don't get the bye into Q2 and I have to play Q1, then by doing poorly, either way, the idea is to only have one qualifier, not have to sit through 2 qualifiers. But that doesn't always happen. I'm not going to purposely sandbag in Q1 and say, oh well, I'm going to stay out of the top 4. Usually, if I don't get into the top 14 or whatever it is that qualifies for Q2, I'm not going to be able to get into the top 4 of those of the guys that are left. But sometimes I'll just barely miss the Q2 bye. I don't know if that's the terminology they use, bye or pass or whatever. For those of you who are watching on Twitch, to be clear, there is going to be SnowRunner coming up after this. On Saturdays, I do SnowRunner after MotoGP. But there is going to be a bit of a break in between because I have to get my car back into the apartment complex's parking lot because they were shoveling out the parking lot. I had to move it onto the street last night. And I parked my car. I was able to park it on the street. Live right across the street from a factory, and so the optimal time to go out is when people start moving their cars, because there's a very small parking lot at the factory, and so a lot of the factory workers park their cars. I mean, it's like a combination parking lot and unloading zone. Loading zone, unloading zone. And I think they do most of their loading onto the train tracks on the other side, but yeah. Unloading zone and for supplies and stuff. And so they not good. So a lot of the workers there will park on the street right near my apartment complex, and it's sometimes complicated because you can't park on the street if there's been 2 inches or more of snow until the street has plowed the road. So you have to look before you park on the street. You have to look at the weather forecast and see, oh, they're expecting 2 inches of snow within the next 24 hours or something. That's likely to get a citation. And this is the second time I've had to park on the street. And the first time I made sure I got my car out of there early enough because some people didn't, and we were getting more snow. And so they ended up getting, there were a couple people there. You could see the tickets sticking out from the snow. Under the police just dig a little hole in the snow until they can reach the windshield, the wiper blade, and then they'll stick the ticket in under the wiper blade, and you'll see the ticket sticking out of the little hole in the snow. So I have gotten, I think in the time I've been here, I think I have gotten 2 parking tickets for having it there. If my car does not start, which it is very cold here, there's a possibility it's not going to start. If my car does not start, despite the fact that I ran it yesterday when I pulled it out, I ran it for an extra half an hour and kept the engine revs up for a good 20 minutes or so after I'd already moved it, before I turned the engine off. But it's going to be today. During the day today, the high is expected to be right around 0 freedom units. And I did not look it up, but I think 0 freedom units is something like minus 17 Celsius. And that's air temperature. That's not, I don't do the whole wind chill thing, because my body, I don't know about your body, but my body is not made out of glass. And that's how they came up with the formula for wind chill, by seeing how long it takes water to freeze in a glass vial at certain temperatures. Yeah, my body isn't made out of glass. So the wind chill, a good rule of thumb that I use is you take the air temperature, look at the published wind chill value, and then you divide those, you find the median between those, right? So you divide the difference in half. So if it's like, if they say make this easy, if they say the temperature is 10 degrees, but the wind chill is 0, and this would work with any units of measure. If they say it's 10 degrees and they say the wind chill is 0, basically you can say, okay, well, half the difference is 5, the average of those two is 5. So it's really, then it's only 5. Or if it's 20 degrees and, but they say the wind chill is 10, well, it's really only, wind chill is only like 15. But wind chill doesn't matter for your car anyway, because the wind is not cooling down the engine, the battery anymore. It's protected from the wind, so I mean, wind chill is a thing you have to think about, but the numbers they give are too extreme. Believe me, 0 degree wind chill does not feel the same as 0 degree air temperature. If it's just below freezing, but there's a strong wind, and they say, oh, the wind chill is 0, and then you go out the next day, and it's actually 0, yeah, you can tell the difference. The number of layers you put on is a little bit different. So, yeah. And everybody knows it. Like, people, I mean, don't just take my word for it. Look at what scientists have to say. Everybody knows the wind chill calculations were not really made accurately, but no one, oh no, look at that. Okay, that bike pushed me away. That is definitely something I'm taking back. Sorry, and I didn't knock the guy off either, but he fell off and his bike just took me out. I say I don't reset unless I fall off, but that one I was about to fall off. I couldn't help but being run into the wall just because his bike was pushing me away. So yeah, in case you don't know, oh, I did mention this. Yeah, wind chill was calculated with glass beakers, and yeah, the professional scientists say, the numbers are off, but at this point, the real numbers wouldn't seem as dramatic as the numbers that we have now, and so of course, nobody wants to say, well, we're using an adjusted wind chill value, and all the other weather sources use the traditional wind chill values, and so they're the ones that are going to be getting in trouble because they're going to say it's not as cold as what other people say, and then they'll just be saying, oh, well, this guy says it's going to be warmer, but it still feels just as cold as when it was -20 wind chill according to these other people, and this station says it's only -10. So obviously I don't know what they're talking about, because the 12 other places where I get my weather, because I'm obsessed by it, because I'm a Minnesotan. Anyway. But yes, it does get, it can get air temperature. The air temperature here can get below 0 during a daytime high. You just look at the daytime highs, and I'm talking on the Fahrenheit schedule. It can get below 0 as a daytime high. Today's high is expected to be 0. Last time I checked, it was -1 or something. And that's air temperature. But also in the summertime can get over 100 on a somewhat regular basis. So one reason I like the Fahrenheit schedule, Fahrenheit, and there's no reason for humans to have the only imperial units that I do think are superior is Fahrenheit over centigrade. For scientists, centigrade is good. I guess for cooks, maybe it's good because you need to worry about what temperature water is going to boil or freeze or something. But as far as human experience, the Fahrenheit scale, and the scales are arbitrary. It's just where do you set the 0 and how big you set the digits. There's no, otherwise we would all be using Kelvin. Absolute 0 would be 0, but then we'd have to, I'm at 26 minutes. I actually went a little long, didn't I? Well, let's get past the thing and go to the thing now.
We return with the images from the...
Yeah. So I'll speed this up a little bit. Yeah, the Fahrenheit schedule is more closer to human experience, where 0 is really cold and 100 is really warm. And I can say that because I live halfway between the equator and the North Pole, so I'm in the middle of almost in the exact center of a very large continent. The distance from me to any kind of coast or coastal stream, therefore any coastal stream, is considerable. I live about as far away from any coast as you can get in North America. Obviously in Asia you can bigger continent, you can get farther. But probably not on the 45th parallel. Okay, let's get this under 10 minutes. Let's get it to about 5 minutes. And yes, you see how far I go down the list immediately, because the AI has better and better laps every time, and I don't. I'm just a lowly human. Okay.
The team has just
Flying
finished
start.
preparing the bike and the ride.
Yeah. This must be a long flying lap. I hit the button at 5 something, and then my bike is like almost at 4 even. It's like a 2-minute lap or something like that for the flying lap. You still lose the time because it's just the AI goes out of the pits and goes around 1 lap before you get control. So every lap is a hot lap. There's no out lap if you say flying start. So I will have time for probably 2 laps. And we'll see. I'm in 28 now, which is the bottom place. Oh, now I see why it's 14. It's the top half. You finish in the top half. But then why is it 4 for the other 14? Just they want just to pick 16 for the Q2? I don't understand. I think it's 14 that get in, and then the next 14 that get the bye, and then the next, and then everyone else can try for the next 4 positions. Well, we will have time to do this free practice and then Q1. And if I don't get in the top 4, then Q2 will be in the next episode. If I do get in the top 4, then Q2 will be in the next episode. If I don't get in the top 4, then the race will be in the next episode. And for those of you watching on YouTube, you may notice if you're a devoted watcher on YouTube, if you watch it all on YouTube, you're going to see the thumbnail saying stream replay. This is being streamed on Twitch, twitch.tv/OKDunabouttv. And you may notice that I'll have a different intro to the YouTube video, and when I am starting the stream, and a different outro to the YouTube video when I'm ending the stream. So you'll kind of know that it's a new stream or the end of a stream. But you don't miss anything on YouTube. You don't miss any of the action. During my breaks, I might chat with the Twitch a little bit, interact with the Twitch a little bit, but mostly I'm just taking a break, running a requisite Twitch ad because Twitch makes me run ads, or they'll run even longer ads. It's a whole thing. I don't want Twitch to interrupt the stream, so I'm forced to run my own ads during my break. If you are tempted, if you're watching on YouTube, you want to come over to Twitch to watch live and interact, which is always nice to have people interacting. You can be assured that you will never be interrupted during the action by an ad. I have interruptive automated ads turned off. But by doing that, I do have to run some ads when I take my breaks, because otherwise Twitch will run excessively long ads when people just want to check out the stream. And people were telling me, oh, I've got like a 2-minute ad when I first joined your stream, today, and I was like, you got a 2-minute ad just joining my stream? Yeah, it was terrible. So I realized, okay, well, I have to run ads during my break. Because at that point, I just didn't let Twitch run any ads, and I didn't run any of my ads alone. And so they made the ads when people joined the streams really long. So now I run some ads during my breaks, and that means Twitch will run shorter ads when people join the stream, if any. If they join the stream during like the first 2/3 of a piece of YouTube content, or 2/3 of the action after I've run the ads, 2/3 of the hour, then they'll get then they will not get any ad. But if they join it after that point, then they'll usually get a 15 to 30 second ad. The alternative is to run a 3-minute ad during my breaks, then no one won't get an ad when they join the stream. And that's a little excessive if you ask me. Okay, where did I end up? I don't see my name yet. I don't see my, there I am! Ugh. No chatters right now. I had chatters earlier. You know, it's kind of a weird thing. Close that. It's kind of a weird thing. When I have people chatting, the YouTube videos are more exciting because I get more excited. My energy goes up.
Welcome and good morning from Austin,
but
Texas.
Then
the first qualifying
that also means because I'm interacting with the chat more, it may I'm maybe a little bit focused on the action, and since you're watching on YouTube, you don't get a chance to interact. You can just hear my excitement go up, and depending on what games I'm playing, like if I'm playing a strategy game, yes, go to track, flying start, let's do it.
And the rider is about to take to the track.
Yeah. Q1, 15 minutes. Oh, I'm not in control yet. It's like, why isn't the bike doing what I'm telling it to do? It's because the AI is smarter than me. That's why. All right, let's get going. Yes, during my, oh, sorry about that. My bad. What was I talking about? Oh, when I'm playing a strategy game like Civilization, which I do on the weekends, or during the weekdays, I play Civilization, and those go out on my YouTube channel during the weekdays. This game I play on the weekend, and they go out on the YouTube channel on the weekends. During my Civilization streams, when there's a lot of chat, I interact with chat, and I am aware of the fact that sometimes people that are watching, because when I'm interacting with the chat while I'm playing a strategy game, you know, I have to think about the strategy game, and taking actions in the strategy game take longer if I'm interacting with the chat. Whereas if it's on a racing game, I can't interact with the chat while I'm in the middle of a race because I can't see the chat when I'm in the middle of a race. It's down at my side. I have to take my eyes off of the screen. Because I do everything on tablets and console. I play on a console, I monitor streams on tablets. I don't even have a PC I could use for gaming or streaming. I have an old laptop. By old, I mean like 15-year-old laptop, which I suppose I could take in and have them wipe it. I got it used. I suppose I could have them take in and wipe it and reinstall Windows 11 on it. But I'm afraid to even start it up now. But I wouldn't be using it as a stream anyway, because it's too old. I couldn't handle streaming. And it's just a laptop. It's not like it's top-of-the-line laptop either, so. Okay, I'm going to end up in the top 4 here. I'm not going to be happy about it. That means I'm going to have to do a Q2. as well as a full race. But that's okay. Well, that may not be true. They get faster and faster with every lap, so that's how qualifiers are and how practice is. They get faster and faster with every lap, the AI. I don't. I might have a better second lap than my first because I'm getting used to things, but by the time I get to my third lap, my improvement is done. I'm not going to get any faster. They say the track gets faster, but it doesn't really. And if the track did get faster, it would only be where the rubber's laid down, and you can see how often I'm actually on the racing line. Oh, I heard a jingle-lingle. Oh, I can't check the alert right now. My head's down. Oh, did somebody subscribe? Oh, Squirrel, you subscribed. What a hero. Wow, I'll give you a shout out as soon as the race is over. But I can give you love and a big thank you right now. That is absolutely awesome. I appreciate it very, very much. For those of you watching on YouTube, subscribe on Twitch means paying actual money. Well, maybe spending Jeff's money, which is okay too. But it's like subscribing on Twitch is like membership on YouTube. Which I guess, YouTube is kind of messed up, saying subscribe versus follow. I think most other it makes sense to say I follow, like, you're following a person, you're not really. Subscribe makes it sound like you're paying somebody for something. That's what subscribing, you subscribe to a magazine, or you subscribe to an online service or something, you're paying money. But that's the way YouTube had set it up, and they get to decide because they are one of the 3 corporations that run the world. They are one of the corporations that have heavily invested in large language model, copyright infringing, stealing of everyone's data without permission. So, that gives them power. Subscribed with Prime. Well, good. That means you were smart. Thank you, Squirrel. I really appreciate it. I get just as much money from a Prime subscription as a regular subscription. It's just that it doesn't cost you any money. So in case you don't know, when a message comes up every so often on my channel that you have to have Twitch Prime to do it. And how you get Twitch Prime is you have to have Amazon Prime. Now, I'm not saying you should have Amazon Prime. I know there's a lot of issues. But if you decide that it's beneficial to you personally to have Amazon Prime, then if you go into your Twitch settings, your profile on Twitch, there's a connections tab. You can connect to your Twitch Prime account. Don't connect to your Amazon Prime account from the Twitch panel. Don't connect to your just Amazon account on Twitch, because that's not needed. All you have to do is connect to the Amazon Prime account, and then you'll get Twitch Prime. And if you have Twitch Prime, you'll be able to subscribe for free to one channel per month. And so it really is an honor to be chosen as a Twitch Prime channel, Twitch Prime subscriber, because you only get one a month. You have to decide every month, and they don't remind you, by the way. You just have to remember and decide every month who do I want to give a little bit of Jeff's money to. So I definitely appreciate it. Those are very valuable. The value is much greater. The honor is the value of the honor is much greater than the value of any money. So I appreciate it. I rarely get a Twitch Prime subscription because, you know, there are better people to subscribe to. Primarily because my emotes are terrible. I'm so behind on putting together emotes. I have exactly 2 subscriber emotes out there, and I could put at least one more animated emotes, and then I could set up emotes for different levels, and I got like 10 more emotes I could put out for subscribers. I even have 3 more emotes I could put out for just followers, but I'm really falling behind on my emotes. So, but s.r.l, if you're out there, enjoy your animated emotes. That's those are the ones I've got. What is it? My prefix. If I ever became a partner, I would never want to become a partner. There's no advantage to viewers if I become a partner. But if I ever became a partner, I could change the prefix if you're going to type them out. But yeah, my prefix ID, if you're going to type them out, is ROLLCA1, I think. I think it's CA1, yeah. Because it's 5 digits for some reason, or 7 characters. So it's the first 6 characters of my ID, then plus the number 1, because I am number 1. How am I doing? I'm still in first place, which means what? I'll be in first place for Q2. I really don't want to come in the top 4, but like I said, I'm not going to throw it, just so I can get right to the race. Okay. Oh, dropping the 3rd. See, they get better and better every lap, and I don't. Yes, I mentioned this earlier. This is my first. This stream is actually the 2nd Saturday of December, which I know by the time you're watching it, it's almost February. If it's not already February. First Saturday in February is my big 12-hour marathon, midwinter marathon stream, only available on Twitch. And I play a variety of games usually. I play games that are. Sometimes I just feature one game, but I usually play a variety of games for 12 hours, noon until midnight. Oh, I heard more dingles. I can't check right now. I'll check what the dingles are. Oh, I see biddies. s.r.l, biddies. You should have another badge now, because I think that will be top biddy person. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You're going, now that's a spending spree of your own money. That's amazing. Yeah, no, I don't think, somebody threw down a whole bunch of bits once, and I think they've got the badges. I don't remember what the numbers are. I think you should get a badge, but it unlocks a couple more emotes depending on the level of contributions for the month. And I do have emotes set up for that, for the contribution champions or levels. I don't even remember what the levels of contributions. It's more money than I deserve. I'll say that. It is quite a bit of money you have to give. But there's also supposed to be extra badges for tier 2 and tier 3 subs, which are ridiculous. You don't get anything extra for a tier 2 or a tier 3 sub on Twitch. Like, you can set up memberships on YouTube to give you extra benefits, membership levels, but on Twitch, you don't get anything at all if you're a tier 2 or tier 3 sub. You get one extra emote, and that's it. Maybe tier 3 you get both extra emotes. But there's no other benefits. So it's basically a tier 2 or tier 3 sub is just because you have the money and you want to support the streamer. And for me, I do support the little dribbles of income to try to help cover my costs, because I do have some costs. But I'm an old retired guy. I'm not doing this to make any kind of money. It's my retirement hobby. So, and I only have one day off a week, and during that day off, I really don't feel like working on anything stream related. But my current schedule involves on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I stream about 6 hours each day, and then spend another 3 hours or so. When I'll spend only about another hour and a half or so breaking up some of that stream, exporting it to YouTube, putting together thumbnails and stuff like that. So that's 6, that's a little over 8 hours. Usually it's more like 7 hours a stream, and I'm still only about an hour and a half. So it comes out to about 8 hours a day that I'm doing something. But it doesn't involve any kind of social interaction other than talking to people on the internet. So I'm cool with that. And then during the week, Wednesday is my day off. Tuesdays and Thursdays I stream for about 3 hours. And then Mondays and Fridays I spend about 3 hours working on stream stuff. So, it's all free at your end. Oh, because you threw down a chunk. Well, you at some point you had to throw down a chunk of money in order to get that, to get those bits. The bits are not free. Okay, I got to look up some of the other. So you didn't get a oh, but what you did get is a founder badge. You got a founder badge? Wow. I didn't think you got founder badges when you subscribed with Twitch Prime. That's very rare. I knew I had a couple founder badges left, but I don't know if I had that many. Yeah, if you see next to my name on the Twitch chat, you'll see a little gift thing. That's because I gifted, when there were a sale on gifted subs, I gifted a few people subs. That'll go away in time. I really want to reorganize my subs. I can't get rid of the subscriber sub or the broadcaster sub, or badge. Anyway, those of you on YouTube don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, you see the little badges when somebody thinks. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You have a reward app. What's the reward app? You have a reward app that you get points, and then you can cash the points for Google money and buy bits? You got to tell me more about that. Whisper me on Twitch. Let me know what your deal is. How to set that up, please. Because I'm all about doing rewards things to get. That's how I buy all of my Xbox games. I sit here and I Bing during my breaks all throughout the day. I do Bing searches to get Microsoft reward points, and I can spend them on Xbox games. I might have some. I mean, occasionally I'll buy Android apps. You use Cashwalk. Okay. Is that a mobile app or is that a PC app? If it's a PC app, I can't really use it, but if it's a mobile app. Points for walking. Oh, so it's like a smartwatch kind of thing? It's got to be an Android smartwatch thing. Yeah, I don't have one of those, but that's what it is. Does it work if you walk around with your phone? I walk around with my phone. Does that count? I'll have to look that up. Let's make a copy of that message. Oh, it does work on mobile. Okay. And if it's Google, it must be Android, right? You've got a pedometer on your phone. I got it. Come on, copy the message. Oh, it was copying it. It just didn't show me it was copying it. Okay. I'm going to pin that.
Elevation gain in the entire championship. In a few moments, we'll move to the main straight towards the start of the Moto2 race.
And did I copy the message? Okay, good. Pin that. No, undo to delete. I'm gonna pin it. Oh, it's hard to do things. No. Okay, I did pin it. Okay, it's hard to do things because my fingers are wrapped in hair bands because my tendonitis is pretty bad. Well, let's see. Did I get into Q2? Or is this the race? I wasn't even paying attention. Regardless, I'm going to hit continue here.
To the starting grid where riders are trying to maintain their concentration before the start of the race.
I did not get into Q2, so this is the race itself.
The sky is overcast and temperatures are particularly low, so many teams.
Well, I'm not going to do the race, but I am going to start it and then go back to the exit it. Exit to career mode, yes. The race would take too long. I'm going to take a break if you're watching on Twitch, and then we can do the race after that. I wasn't even paying attention. S.r.l Grand Prix of America. Yes, it's the race coming up. Next session race. Okay, well, if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. I will be back in just a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. Again, a little shorter episodes. It's hard to time things, harder to time things in MotoGP than it is in the other games I play, because, you know, I'm not going to pause the video in the middle of a race or in the middle of a practice. You whispered a link? Oh, cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I see I got a whisper. Yes. So, oh, that would be cool. Although this time of the year I walk a lot less. I do have to say that. I walk obsessively in the spring, summer, and fall. I've tried to get out to walk, but I haven't walked in over a week outside. So, yeah, I gotta go. I'll walk up and down the halls if I need to. Halls in my apartment, annoy my neighbors. All right. Twitch, stay around. I'll be coming right back in just a few minutes to start. Yeah, I'm just going to take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes. You guys would know what I do on a break for now. By now, YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, at 6 p.m., 1800 hours in the U.S. Central Time, which we don't use 1800 hours here. We use freedom units. That includes AM and PM. So the next weekend day at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is almost always midnight in the UK and almost never noon the next day, Sunday, Monday in New Zealand, though it is plus or minus an hour, depending on the time of year, thanks to Daylight Savings Time. And also, thanks to all of you for watching Twitch. Stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thanks for watching. I said that already, and I'll see you then.